Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Lav here. Yeah, this video here, I do a little work on my work truck air conditioner. I had a slow leak on the system. Come to find out, it was on one of the Schrader valves. I had put some Nylog on there, and I had seen it bubbling up, so I was able to tighten up the Schrader core on the low side fitting. And on this video here, I just basically I show you a little bit of the system that I put in on this truck. I had bought this was a FedEx truck, and it's got an international motor, and it's got a workhorse chassis. Now, the workhorse chassis is heavy duty. It's a big ass chassis, and they said that these trucks didn't come with air conditioning, and it probably couldn't be put on it because of the way the chassis was and where the compressor mounts. There's not a lot of room for anything. But I was able to get an aftermarket kit for this thing, the evaporator, the condensing unit. I took measurements of my radiator where I could mount the condensing unit, and got a condensing unit online type of thing, and got a couple of fans to fit in there to get rid of the heat, distribute the heat. I do a lot of residential work. I'm not an automotive AC guy at all, but I was able to get the system to works good in my truck. I was able to retrofit it and make it work. So this video just kind of going over some of the stuff I put, high low pressure switch. I had to run all the hoses from the condenser to the evaporator. I had to buy hoses and buy fittings, and crimp all my own stuff together and make my own thing. Now, on a auto air conditioner, you're supposed to weigh in the charge. Well, there's no way of weighing in this flipping charge because I had to make the system myself. So basically, what I do is I put a thermometer on the inside evaporator, and I shoot for about 45 degrees. Um, I guess my low side pressure was about 32 on the low side, and it worked. The system works good. Gets me by in the summertime. It gets flipping hot in the truck. My old truck, I used to have roll down windows, and I used to slide the doors open and drive around with it, but nothing like air conditioning. So I had to add a little bit of 134A to it, and I just kind of bring you guys along, and I should do an in-depth video on how I install. It's got a little 3-speed switch, low, medium, high. It's a nice little setup. The evaporator is mounted up against the ceiling inside the cab. I like it. It works good. But anyway, I had to add a little freon to it because it wasn't really working. It was probably blowing like 50 degrees out of it, and that wasn't enough. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And like I said, I'm not an automotive AC guy, so don't throw stones at me. Right around 45 is what I'm looking for. That's pretty good. I installed the system in my truck, but there's no way of weighing it in. I had to run all hoses and crimp everything, and it's kind of like they said I couldn't put air conditioning in this truck, but I did it. Around 45 is good. a slow leak somewhere. Put some nylon on there. There was a leak, it bubbled right up. When I came here, this fitting was a little loose. I had tightened it up with the straight core tool. I think that's what my leak was. I'm good now. I'm running about 32 pounds on the low side. My gauges. This charge in because of the way this system's set up. I can't weigh it in. Got the evaporator right up against the roof there. Basically hits the door and stays right in the cabin here. I got my little controller right here, down by all my stuff. Looks good, keeps me cool in the summertime. Good enough. Here's the main controller for everything. The relays. Up on the top there. The little converter here, I feed power up through it. But this will run the compressor. It's got all the high-low pressure switches. My evaporator mounted up top there. A little controller switch right here so I can operate it from, you know, when I'm driving my truck. Little 3-speed switch. I had to put this little bracket here. You see this little bracket right here to put this little, because every time what was happening, I'd come in and I'd slide my briefcase in here and I'd turn that sucker on, so I put this little bracket here to stop that from happening. But I definitely like it. It's a nice little setup. Definitely does the job for me. Works good inside there. My truck. Another cool little thing that I put on the truck was this dovetail. It's basically like a step. I like to have that in case anybody tries to slam into me. I usually run a ball, but I'm checking that out. It's a nice little, they call it a dovetail. Should work out pretty good. We'll find out. Thanks for watching, guys.